This conference will now be recorded.
Last class, we were talking about messaging namespace. Under the messaging namespace, we have seen single email message. Today, we are going to see the next one called as mass email message. So type writing, start writing, mass email message. Mass email message. Right. Put a heading called as mass email message. Start writing. Sending a predefined email template. Sending a predefined email template. Sending a predefined email template. Sending a predefined email template to set of users. To set of users. Or sending, right, predefined email template to set of users or customers is called mass email message. Is called mass email message method. Right? Mass email message method. Right? Mass email message method. Perfect. Right. Write down. Mass email message. Right? What are the sub methods available? Number one, set template ID. Set template ID. Set template ID. Set template IDs. Write down list or set of IDs. In a bracket, list or set of IDs. In a bracket, list or set of IDs. Set template IDs. Set template ID. In a bracket, list or set of IDs. Next, write down set target object ID. Target object ID. Target object ID. Target object ID. Right? Bracket. Bracket. Right? List or set of. List or set of list or set of IDs. I made a small mistake. Set template ID, cut the list and set. Only put ID. Set template ID is only ID. It's not list and set of IDs. Only ID. Single ID have to be given. Right? Not multiple IDs. Single ID. Whereas set target object IDs. S is there. There you have to say list and set of IDs. Right? Correct the first one. Set template ID is one ID only, not list and set. I might have given you list and set, so cut that list and set. Clear? Perfect. Now let us do this. Whenever you want to send a mass email, what is a mass email? Sending email, a single email to 1,000 people is called mass email. For mass email, you need two things minimum. Template ID and whom you want to send. Template ID and the target. Evarni target chestunnam. Whom are you target for sending? Let me log in. Roopam@of117.com. Password CRM1234 hash. Right? CRM12345 hash. Right? Perfect. There we go. CRM12345 hash. Done. Now, first thing is that find the template. Right? First, step by step we'll do. Right? Whom you want to send the email? Again, I will pick up the contact. App manager, view all, sales, contact. I go to the contact. Here are the people 8182. Let's send an email to these again. Right? Today's limit is 10. I'm taking 3 as of now. Right? So first thing, let me go ahead, set up developer console, right? File, close all, file, new, right? Apex class. CL underscore 0912 underscore example1 underscore mass email. Subject is mass email, right? Sorry, class name is mass email. Now inside this, I'm writing a method. Public void, right? Send mass email. This is the method. For sending mass email, I don't need email address. I don't need, right? Reena's email address అవసరం లేదు. Shravan's email address అవసరం లేదు. For single email, email address is required. For mass email, ID is required. I want Reena's ID, Shravan's ID, Sri Lakshmi's ID, right? I want this ID only. That's it, right? Anil is there in the class? Anil there? Ishwar there? Nidhi there? Yes, Nidhi?
Yes, sir.
Nidhi, you're there in the class? Okay. So I'm opening Nidhi. I'm changing her phone number to 8182. 8182. Why new? Now 8182. All 8182 4 will receive what? Anyone else is there who see your email address? Anili, Ishwar, Gayatri. Anyone? Ranveer Kapoor. Yes, I'm there. No. Phone number 8182. Anyone else there in the class whose name is listed here? Anyone? Ishwar is there. Okay. I'm opening Ishwar. Ishwar also, I'm changing the phone number to 8182. Right? So these are the people. Son. Now you see, I will send a mass email to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. Because all have 8182. To send a mass email, you need ID. What do you need? ID. So let's go ahead. Right? What I will say, list of contacts C equals to select ID from contact where phone is equals to 8182. Let's copy this. Let me go to the query editor. Right? Let us click on query. Right. See, I got only the IDs. Perfect. It is, I got the ID. Now the problem is that target ID, what I just gave you now, one of the subject method, what will it take? It will take set or list of IDs. But these IDs are what? These IDs are list of contacts. These are not list of IDs. These are list of contacts. I cannot pass C directly to that method. A method key C cannot be passed because that list of
Unable to hear you, Rupam. Unable to hear you.
ID. Empty list. Now what I will do is that I will write a loop for contact. Each contact from contact. One by one contact pull cheddam. Then I will say, right? What I will say, list of IDs. What is this? List of IDs. What I will do to this CID, CID.add, list.add. Add what? What is this then? Is it a list of ID? No, it's a list of contacts. ID comma name undi. But whatever the method I gave you, that will take only list of IDs. That is the reason I'm creating list of IDs and empty. Then to this empty CID, I'm adding one by one ID I'm adding to this CID. So first contact will be pulled, that ID will be added to CID. Second contact will be pulled, the ID will be added to the CID. Third contact will be pulled, ID will be added to the CID. Finally, after this loop is run, I will have list of all the IDs available. Perfect. So that means finally all the 6 contact IDs will be stored in that. This is first step is over. Next, you also want to have template. Second step. What is that? You should have template. Template. Which email template? So I will say email template. Right? What is our email template? Welcome patient 888. There was an email template we created, if you remember. Dear, contact first name, contact last name, mobile number, phone. All these will be filled by the system automatically. If you remember, I didn't pull name, phone, fax, mobile. Pull cheyaledu. I just took IDs. For mass email, ID is enough. Now you have to find this template. Right? This I need the ID of this template. From which table? This is available in a table called as email template table. Which table? I'm going to the query editor, select ID. Zoom this so that you can see it clearly. Select ID, comma name from email email templat email template. Run. I click on execute. See, where is my email template? Right here it is. Welcome. What is ID? Where name equals to Ardham avutunda guys. I click on execute. See, I got the ID. Ardham avutunda? Yes or no? Yes, everyone. Right? Perfect. So what I will do is that I have to pull that ID also here. Close this. Now I'm coming here. I need 2 IDs. 2 type of IDs are required for mass email. Number 1, target. Evarni pampistunam. To whom are we sending the email? I took the list of IDs. Target is always list. 10,000 people I want to send. 10,000 IDs I want. Here is the CID. Now, on which template you want to send? Our template ID is also required. So I will say email templat email template. Email template et equals to, I will write an SQL query. Select ID from email templat template where name is equals to, okay, let me copy this, where name is equals to, then in this ET, I will have ID. What type of ET data is? It's an S object data type. Account A, contact C, now email template ET. Now in this I have an ID. I don't need to write a loop here. Indukante okate undi. Here when I run, I will get 6. Anduke loop. Here when I run, I will get how many? 1. That is the reason I'm not writing a loop. Ardhamautunda? I told you email template will take only 1, right? It will take only 1 ID. I gave you list and I told you to cut 1. Target ID will take list. Now everything is ready. Now we will do the same thing what we did in the last class. What is that? We have to invoke messaging namespace. Messaging dot mass email message now, not single email. Last time I took messaging dot single email. Now I am taking messaging dot mass email. ME is equals to new messaging dot mass email message. Mass email message. Yesterday I took messaging dot single email equals to new single email. Now I have to what? Mass. Now I can directly type ME dot. What is the ID I gave you now? Set target object ID. ME dot. What is that? Set target object ID. So there we go. Here it is. Set target object ID. ME dot set target object ID. List of IDs. Where is my list of IDs? CID. CID. Over. Next. We don't need to give subject because it is already there in the template. Template already subject, body, everything is there. Next. What is the next one required? Set template ID. Set template ID. That is what is required now. ME dot set template ID. It has only one parameter. What is ID? ET dot ID. In ET ID is there. ET dot ID. That's it. Next. Sala actually over. Inte. Now I can send the email. But we will change the sender name. One more write down. Set sender display name. Set sender display name. Set sender display name. Set sender display name string. In a bracket string. I can say right here, what was the template actually was? Welcome patient kada. Okay. I will give Apollo HR team. Apollo HR team. The email will go from this label, not from customer care. It will go from Apollo HR team. Ardhamautunda? Now configuration is done. Set sender display name. Optional, not a compulsory. Compulsory is what? Set target object ID, set template ID. Runde avasram. Only two things is required. You don't need subject, you don't need plain body, you don't need HTML, you don't need to address, you don't need BCC, nothing. For mass email only two is required. Getting it? Perfect. Now it is a time for us to send the email. How to send the email? Same step. MESSH, MESSH and messaging dot send email. Send email is a list. So in front of it, I'll put a list. List of send email equals to new list of send email. In that ME. And here I will say send email. SE. Over guys. My mass email is over. Control S. This is the mass email class. I pay. First, all these are pulling data. Data pull. Data ni pull chestunam. Here I pulled contact. I generated the ID. ID got generated. Then I pulled the ID of the template. Then I invoked mass messaging. To that I did the mapping. ID, template ID, display name, ID. Then sending. Clear everyone? Yes. Step 1. Step 1, data pull. Data pull what? TRGET, target ID, template ID and template ID. First step is to pull the data, target ID, template ID. Here, target ID. This one, template ID. Then, second step, invoke or initialize messaging dot single, sorry, one single mass email and mapping. Then step 3, send it, send mass email, same as send single email. E step same ade ditto, right? Over, guys.
Sir,
This
I
is the
just
complete
have one
program.
question.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, in step 1, we are doing this. We are pulling ID from contact, and then we are putting it into another list. Cannot
No,
we, in the
that
second
is a
step, we
list of,
cannot do it directly at c.id instead
no,
of
you cannot.
CID?
No. If you take CID, which ID it will take? There are 6 contacts. Here the data type is S object data type.
Okay.
What data type it is? The list of S object. Whereas this is
Okay.
list of primitive. ID is a primitive data type. I cannot take S object data type in the target. I want only the IDs. Not IDs has to be in text. That is the reason I can't take list of contact. I cannot say CID here. If I say C.ID, whose ID will be taken? C.ID. Tell me, what is C?
C's contact. So
How many contacts? 1 contact or 10 contacts? Can C represent 10? No. Can C represent 1? No. C is representing 10. All the time 10 ID will not come. It will give an error. You have to, from the C, you have to pull one by one. EC.ID you have to put here. But can you put EC.ID? No. EC.ID is only in the loop. So that is the reason from the loop, I am creating what? A list of ID called CID, and that I am placing here. Ardhamavutunda? Yes or no? Here
and
the
sir,
ID is a C is a S object data type. What type of data type it is? S object. Target ID will not take S object. It will take only list of primitive. List of primitive data type, and the primitive data type is ID. List of string, list of integer, list of ID, list of blob, list of double, list of decimal, list of right boolean, primitive data type. So from a S object, I am creating a primitive data type. Ardhamainda ippudu? Yes. Anybody
yes.
has any questions online? Template I can take because there's only one. No, one record. Here there is no one record. Here I'm not saying list of email template. Right? Suppose you are sending an email to one employee, then you don't need to do this whole step. Suppose you want to send email to only to one person, then you are correct. For example, I'm disabling this. Again, I'm doing. You want to send it only to one employee. CONTACT, contact. Contact C. Contact C equals to select limit 1. How many data will be written by this?
Only one.
How
And
many
then we
data will
can
be written by this? Only one. Go and see. I remove it. I put it. I say execute. System is returning only one. Shravanshi. Next time it might return Lakshmi. I don't know. Next time it might return Ishwar. Anything. Randomly it will return only one. So if it returns one, then you don't need to write loop. Directly you can say C.ID. One unte C.ID, right? But now whenever it's more than one, you cannot say C.ID. If I remove the limit, you cannot say C.ID. Then you have to create a loop. You have to create a one straight string of IDs. and that you have to pass here. Ardhamautunda, this is correct. If you say limit 1, then c.id is right. c.id will not give you any error. Save. c.id will not give any error. What is that? Method does not has incorrect signature, void, return type, something. Let's see. What happened? Messaging dot. Right? Here, but still what is the data type here? Not ID, it's a list of IDs. So with this ID, you have to create a list. Manam list create cheyalsinde. Tappadi, because the data, what is that I gave you? Right? I gave you set target object ID is a list or set of IDs. Now what are you passing? You are passing an subject data type. Even if you pass like this, system is not taking it. See, you have to create a list until you have to do this step again. Control C here. I'm doing it for you. Then I will say CID list.add list.add. What is my list? My list is CID. In the CID, what I have to add? I have to add C.id. From CID, I am creating C. Even though there is a 1, you have for 1 also you have to create a list ID. Control S. That CID you have to add here. Now if I remove it, you will see error will be gone. Right? Control S. Finally, set target object ID. See, error gone. The email will go to how many people now? Only one person, to Shravan. I pulled Shravan data. From the Shravan data, you have to create a list of IDs. List of IDs. It will not take directly IDs. Say this code. List of ID you have to give. Even if it's a 1, then also you have to create a list of ID. And then only you have to pass it to the template. That is the reason in the bracket I'm giving list of ID. Somewhere I gave ID. Kindala list cut cheyamananu. Template ID I told you to cut the list. That's the reason I'm not for the template ID. I'm directly using it. For template ID, I'm directly saying et.id because I'm not creating a list, because their list is not required, because I didn't give you list. First I gave list, then I cut it. I told I made a mistake, cut that. It is only ID. So that's the reason directly I'm saying et.id. But here I cannot say directly CID, c.id. Arthamainda? Yes, everyone? Perfect. Right? Star online. Any question? Online guys, any question? Online guys, any questions? Right? Now I'm putting it back to its original status. Right? I created an ID. So this is the whole class to send an email. Mass email. Shall we execute now? Control S, debug, open execute anonymous. Class name. MMM equals to new class. MMM dot method name, send mass email. 1, 2, 3, boom. Now tell me whether you received a mail or not. Even I should also be receiving, kada? Gmail.com.
Got it, sir.
Got it? See, Apollo HR. Welcome to the exciting world of Apollo. Dear Shravan, why I am getting all the emails? Because there's a compliance BCC is enabled. In the compliance BCC, my email address is given, saying that every email that goes out of Salesforce has to go to a official audit box. And because compliance BCC is enabled, half of you are thinking, Adi, ekkada enable chesam? In the email, set up email, on that there is a compliance BCC there, and see, it's coming from Apollo HR team. Where did I set that? If you remember, here it is. Set display name, Apollo HR team. Anduke mail kuda ala vastundi. Hi, welcome Reena. See, Reena Reddy, her phone number. This is called mass email. This is called mass email. Ardhamainda? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone. So take a screenshot if you want. Those who are taking pictures can take
Sir,
a
if the phone
picture.
numbers are different, how can we call all the customers?
Oh, don't give phone number, no.
Okay.
Come on. Whatever is
So
required.
then only we can select the IDs.
ID is required, right? You want to send to Hyderabad customer, then where billing city equals to Hyderabad. Finally, you have to pull what? ID. So with that ID, you have to create a list. That list you have to pass to the target ID. Target IDs will not take ID directly. It will take a list of IDs only. అర్థమవుతుందా? రైట్, ఎలా చెప్పాలి నాకు అర్థం అవ్వట్లేదు ఇప్పుడు.
Okay.
అర్థమవుతుందా? It will take only IDs. It will take list of IDs. It will not take IDs. Right? S object, it is pulling ID and name. Even if I remove the name, it is S object ID. From S object ID, you have to create a list of ID. Here it's a list of contact. It's not a list of IDs. So that is the reason I'm creating a list of ID. From contact, one by one contact I'm pulling, I'm adding to this ID. That list of ID I'm passing to my to target. Whatever you design in the template, that automatically will be filled. IDs say that corresponding data Salesforce will pull and put in the template. That is backend job done by the Salesforce. How this email is getting the phone name? Because in the template, this field is there. Whenever I'm passing a template to this ID, the data is automatically pulled by this template. Clear? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Perfect.
Yes,
Control S on the keyboard. Those who want to take a screenshot, take it fast. Want to take a screenshot, take it fast. Intavarku salu. Ide method. You know class, paina class, kinda class. Paina class starting, kinda class is ending. Right? Perfect. By this, we complete your mass email also. Single email, mass email. Tell me.
So attachment.
Huh? Huh. Yes, why not? You can find one more. The way I created what? ME. You can create ME1, ME2, ME3. Yet, repeat this again, no? You want to send it to the same contact, 2 emails? Then you need not to pull contact ID already undi. You have to pull the second template where name equals to bye. It will pull the ID. Then create it, initialize new one. Messaging dot mass email message ME2 equals to new. ME2 dot target ID equals to same CID. ME2 dot template ID equals to the ET2 ID. Like this. And here you will say comma ME2, comma ME3, comma ME4. See, at a time you can send 4 mass emails. You can, not a problem. Right? Perfect. Coming to attachment. How many of you have tried attachment?
Sir, I have tried it. I'm getting one error, sir. I can
What error
send
you're
it.
getting?
Let me tell you.
Anyone else
Set
tried?
dot document attachments ID. I'm giving it, but 1 second, I'll execute and else.
How many of you tried?
Method does not exist or incorrect signature. Void set document attachment list from type messaging single. Do you want me to send my things, sir, in
Take
a
a
chat?
list. Don't take set, take a list. Not a problem. Take a list of IDs. The way I've taken list of IDs, take a
Same
list
thing,
of IDs.
sir.
Same thing?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Send it to me. Screenshot.
Okay.
Others, try attachment. I will do it tomorrow, but I want you to try first. Everything if I do in the class, then what you guys are coming for? Whooping toka? Waggling the tail? Come on. I want only people who will send me the attachment try by the email. I will keep them in the class. Remaining all, I will right click, I will dismiss. I will, in my GoToMeeting, I will right click and I will say dismiss, remove from the class. I will directly remove the people, and only people who tried, only I'll keep them in the class and I will tell them. Unless until you put an effort, don't expect effort from me. Very well, right? Training is a bi-directional. You also have to show interest. I also. Just coming and whooping toka and asking a question is not important. What homework have you done? I told you going forward, before you ask me your homework, before you ask me a question, do your homework and come. Otherwise, don't ask. Everything, you are coming towards the ending of the course. Now you should know how to find the answers by yourself. After 20 days, I'll not be there. You will be in the real time. Then how will you find the answers? Will you be able to contact me in WhatsApp, or will you come? How will you contact me? Tell me. You have to get ready for the worst now. Do your things. If you're not able to understand, then don't worry. Then I'm there. Without doing your homework, if you just ask a simple question to me, I will throw it back on you. Going forward, class, this is the way I'll treat you, whether you feel good, whether you feel bad. I need to make you strong for your coming up futures. In real time, I will not be there. Right? Everybody has to try an attachment and has to send me a screenshot to my email address. Right? Everybody has to try his attachment and send me a screenshot. I will see Srikala, just right, Sri Lakshmi, send it to me by email. Okay, I'll check it after the class. We are
Sure,
running
sir.
out of time.
Sure,
Right?
sir.
Perfect. Right? Try attachment today. I will show you tomorrow. It's quite simple. It's just that you need to break your head a little bit. Right? Over. Next, interface. Put a heading called as interface. Put a heading called as interface. Put a heading called as interface. Start writing. Class that contains only method. A class that contains only method is called interface. A class that contains only method is called interface. Next, properties. Number one. Properties. Number one. Class that contains only method is called interface. Characteristics or properties of interface. Number one, interface must use a keyword interface. Interface must use a keyword interface. Interface must use a keyword interface. Methods must be declared. Second line, methods must be declared without access modifiers. Second point, methods must be declared without access modifiers. Without access modifiers. Method must be declared without access modifier. Third, custom interface. For custom interface, logics are not allowed inside method. For custom interface, logics are not allowed inside method. For custom interface, logics are not allowed inside methods. Next, right? Methods can be declared with an instance variable. Interface method can be declared with an instance variable. Interface methods can be declared with an instance variable. Interface method can be declared with an instance variable. Next, in real time, we don't create interface, we use Salesforce defined interface. Write down, in real time, we don't create. In real time, usually we don't create interface, we use Salesforce predefined interfaces. In real time, we don't create interface, we use Salesforce predefined interfaces. All the points over. Now, after it's done, look in the screen. How to create interface. Last point. In real time, we don't create interface. We don't. Real time, we don't create. Real time, we use interface. Which interface? Already created by Salesforce. There are so many interfaces available which Salesforce is providing. What is an interface? A class that contains only logic, no variables. A class that contains only variable is called wafer. Class that contains only variable is called wafer. Class that contains only method is called interface. Whenever you declare an interface, whoever is calling, right, they have to use the word called implement. Write down. Class calling interface, last point, 6th point. Class calling interface must use a keyword implement. Class calling interface must use a keyword implements. Right? Perfect. Now see on the screen. File, new class, CL underscore 0912 underscore example2 underscore intrfac interface example. This is what is this? Class. First line. What is the first point? Interface should use a keyword interface. Remove the class keyword. Delete. Use the keyword public interface. This is no more a class now. It has become what? Interface. There shouldn't be a word called class. This is not a class. This is an interface. Interface can contain only methods. Methods should not have public void chatting. Public void chatting. If I say control S, immediately I'll get an error. See? You cannot use access modifier. Control S. Control S. Public void chatting. Sometimes it behaves like this. Wait. Okay. Don't give brackets also, because you can't write logic. Control S. I told you, you can't write logic. There's one more point I gave you. See, what is that? Custom interface logic cannot be written inside a method. Inside the methods, you can't write logic. If you can't write logic, then there is no need of curly brackets, right? Void shopping. Void shopping. However, you can declare an instance variable, right? Integer, right? Number of shopping. How many times monthly you're making your girlfriend shopping is must. Shopping anangane minimum oka number ivale. I take my girlfriend to 2 times shopping a month. So see, this is called instance variable. Instance variables are allowed, but not class level variable. Ardhamautunda? Void, right? Chatting, shopping, then dropping. That's it. This is called interface. No logic. You can't write logic in custom interface. I told you. You can declare only methods. You cannot use access modifier. So I have removed public. If there is no logic, no curly bracket. You cannot declare variables at a class level, but you can declare a variable at a instance level. Here also I can say dropping, number of droppings. Minimum in a month you should drop 3 or 4 times minimum, right? So now this is an interface. Now where this interface is used? File, new class, CL underscore 0912 underscore example2 underscore, right? Underscore intrfac interface use. How do you use? Whichever class wants to use the interface. Ravi wants to call a girl as a girlfriend. That means he has to use the interface. Whenever he implements the interface, then only he can call that she is my girlfriend. If you don't implement the interface, you don't have a right to call a girl as a girlfriend. simple word. So public class Ravi implements the interface name. Public class Ravi implements girlfriend. Whenever is a public class Ravi implement girlfriend, in the girlfriend, dropping is compulsory, chatting is compulsory. See, system is giving. Method void. What is? Chatting is required. Shopping is required. Dropping is required. You have to use this method. Otherwise, you cannot. See, control S. No. Because whenever you are saying girlfriend relationship, public class Ravi implements girlfriend. Immediately system will say, if you want to implement girlfriend, you should minimum provide chatting, you should minimum have dropping, you should have minimum shopping, right? Outing system, right? So now I have to say public void chatting, chatting. You have to implement this method. Control S, one error will be gone. See. Next, public void dropping. Control S, one more error is gone. Now one is there. What is that? Public void shopping, shopping. Inside the shopping, you have to say, right, int integer times, number of times I take my girlfriend to shopping. See, all the rest gone. Right? In addition to that, yesterday I told you, right, Ram working for Infosys, he takes public void outing. Outing is not a part of interface. Part of interface are these three. These are extra overaction. These are overactions. Is it overactions allowed? Yes. If you want to do overaction, you can do it. But minimum action, these are minimum. By this exercise, you understood that interface ante, whenever you want to make a method mandate, oka method ni compulsory vaadalsinde. One method you want to make a rule that you have to use it. You have to wear the mask compulsory. Then you will create an interface mask. Every citizen will implement. You will create a public interface COVID protocol. Inside that, void mask, void 4 feet distance. Right? Now, who will use this interface? Public. Janalu. Public void general citizen. Public void citizen. Implement COVID protocol. Immediately system will say mask is compulsory, 4 feet distance is compulsory. So in simple word, interface ante, to make a method mandate. Whenever you want that a method is mandate for something, we declare those method insides interface. Arthamautunda? Yes or no? Right? Interface is nothing but it's a class containing methods. Whichever another class want to use this interface, they have to must use those methods. Inside the method, you dance, you sleep, whatever you do. We don't care, but a method has to be implemented. You wear the mask, whether you wear N95, whether you wear surgical mask, whether you wear batta mask, whether you wear a kerchief mask. Another mask ledu. Kerchief unda? Yes, I have a rumal. Put rumal on your face, but compulsory. How you implement is not the question, but you have to call that method and you have to, whatever you do inside the method is not compulsory. Since yesterday I'm trying to convey the same thing. Yesterday also I gave you the same story. Chatting is compulsory. How you chat is not important. Ram phone is blocked, so he's chatting through email. Whereas, right, what was the name I forgot? Naveen was free in the Gali, 24/7 on the phone only. With charger also is connected on phone. He's chatting with phone, right? So this is called as interface. In real time, we don't create interfaces. We use interface. Tomorrow's class, I will show you how to use interfaces, right? Today's class is the basic. Tomorrow's class, we will see Salesforce interfaces. What are the different interfaces available in Salesforce and how to use? Very important class. Tomorrow onwards, I'll be starting your asynchronous services. batch apex, schedule apex, future apex, QL apex. In interview, compulsory question will come from here. So if you miss, then they would can only save you. I cannot save. Right? That's it. So let's meet tomorrow. Right? Your class is at 8:30 a.m. sharp. Dot 8:30. Don't come at 8:40 also. Dot 8:30. Till then, thank you. And thanks for supporting me for one day. From Monday, now no more demo. Demo is over. Monday onwards, class is starting. So they will come at 7 o'clock. They will go by 8:30. You will come at 8:30, go by 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock is waiting outside. As soon as you go out, they will come in. Right? So let's follow proper discipline and flow. Thank you. Have a nice and wonderful day. Bye-bye, guys. Take care.